Greetings, my wonderful viewers. For my Jan update, I started by saying that the red had Corona written all over it. For my Feb update, the red has gotten darker and deeper. So for my Feb update, what I want to focus on is the reasons behind the steep declines that we've seen. Second, what does that mean looking forward into 2020? And I'll wrap it up by coming home to Canada. Now, it's already stale news that the declines in S&P 500 that we saw in the last week of Feb were the fastest in the history of the index. What's more important to understand is why. Now, before the last week in Feb, it was a general belief that Corona was a China problem and will likely be contained there. And then it showed up in South Korea, it showed up in Iran, it showed up in Italy. And now pretty much it's spread world over. Until the virus is contained or a cure is found, this is going to slow down the world economic activity. Let's just use China as an example. China is the major trading partner for majority of the countries around the world. And if China slows down, it's going to drag the rest of the world along with it. Now, having said that, there is a lot of bad news, but this dark cloud might have a silver lining. Now, with an economic impact that's so vast and so worldwide, this is bound to trigger some kind of fiscal and monetary stimulus from central governments and central bankers worldwide. And I'll have a chance to test out my thesis when the Bank of Canada comes out with their interest policy announcement for the first week of March. Now, leaving Corona aside, Canada was having its own set of problems even before this coronavirus problems hit. The rail blockades literally brought down the Q1 economic activity to a literal standstill. Now, with Corona on top of it, I wouldn't be surprised if the Bank of Canada comes up with a rate cut probably as early as the first week of March. This is something we'll have to wait and see. So just to conclude, I'll say that the news is all negative and looks like doom and gloom. But in my personal opinion, the negative impact of Corona might have been overstated. So if we look at the history of the past epidemics, we know that if we stay focused, if we stay the course, and use this as an opportunity to build up some positions, buying on the dips, you generally come out as a winner in the long run. So if you have problems staying a course or need help charting one, you know the number to call, 905-363-5035. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.